these two have been head-to-head kind of all season. The outcome of this game will determine so many factors, because we know Nick Cushion's been brought into Manchester City to try and get Champions League football. Of course, they've been playing in the Champions League as well. But for Manchester United, a win here over the likes of Man City, who have been so great this season, it would just maintain that league position they've got. It would show that they've got the upper hand in Manchester. And that rivalry is everything, isn't it? We should embrace that rivalry. That's something we don't really see maybe in women's football. It's like that hatred, that heated rivalry between two sides in Manchester. I wouldn't mind seeing more of that. Not a bad needle, never hurt nobody.
We don't like City. Get rid of them. We don't like them. Not for me.
See, I like this. There's no sitting on the fence for me. I mean, it's part of it, isn't it? Especially for a game of this magnitude at Old Trafford, like the fact that it is a rivalry as well.
Yeah, I think when you go to watch like the men's games, like there's no like nicey like, oh, this, like City is our rival. Like we don't want them here. Like they can do their thing over there, but we're going to do our thing here. And if they're coming to Old Trafford, like, yeah.
I quite enjoy watching women's football because we still get to see that needle. We still get to see that physicality. Yeah. Do you like that part of the game?
Yeah, I do. But I don't like to be injured.
Yeah.
Obviously. But yeah, it's fun. I think in women's football, like, you can't fake, like, to be fouled, like Grace's goal. Like, you can't do that stuff like you do on the men's side. You just have to keep on, and you can't really like fake an injury on the pitch. Yeah. The referee won't blow, so you just need to continue. And I think that's fun in the women's football.
Have you learned the rivalry yet between Manchester United and Manchester City? Where are we at with that?
Yeah, no, of course. Growing up, I was a Manchester United fan. My brother is a big Manchester United fan, and I kind of just followed everything that he did. So we're United fans at home. We even came here for one of their little soccer schools one time when we were kids. And I have a little picture of me and doing an Old Trafford tour. So no, like we've known how big the rivalry is and just like how big of a deal it is. I would say for me, I've always worn red. My school was red, and our big rivalry was like the other school in LA, and they wore blue. So I'm familiar with the red-blue clash as well. But yeah, no, Derby Day is unmatchable. I think like it's just such a different part of the culture that like you just can't get anywhere else unless you're watching a football match. So.
And you're going to play in it, and it must be so special. You came here to be in a soccer school, you did a tour, and now you play for Manchester United, and you get to play in front of hundreds, not hundreds of thousands, 50,000 fans. That's amazing.
Yeah, I think it's super surreal. I think sometimes I like forget that like I kind of started as this little kid with like a dream, and like just kind of remembering that like that's the little kid that like every day I want to show up and like play for and represent. But it's like super surreal that like I represent Manchester United, and I think if you would have told me that when I was a kid, I'd been like, yeah, okay. Like I wouldn't have believed you. But then like even being able to make my debut for the club at Old Trafford was just like, it's just inexplicable, like the words. I can't find them, but yeah, it was super cool.
That's amazing. And then back then you didn't, because Manchester United women wasn't born, you didn't have a woman for Manchester United to look up to.
Yeah.
But now you are that person to the youngsters.
Yeah, and I think it's just super full circle. Like I think just watching the women's game grow and like seeing various teams investing in their women and like the push that people are making to get clubs to invest in their women's teams, and just knowing that there's so much growth to be done in this sport for women, because like it is the biggest sport in the world and women make up such a huge part of the world and the demographic. So like just seeing that growth and being a part of that growth is like something you would just never really plan, but it's awesome that it's happening.
Do you hate Manchester City yet? Is that rivalry got into your...
I think it's coming slowly. Right. I'm like, it's getting there. I need to play them more times, I think.
Yeah. You need to go hang about with Kira.
Yeah.
Get City out, we'll beat them. Simple.
I'm trying to like get that feeling like, oh, I hate City. So I think it comes slowly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't let it take over your psyche though, because you've got good energy.